lot of these challenges have their roots in poverty, not parents not being able to cater for their children and thinking that maybe giving out their children in early marriages eases the burden on the family, right? So what we've been doing is sensitization. We've been doing sensitization and we've been doing empowerment, livelihood skills activities to empower girls and women in the camps, because if the woman or the girl has something doing, she's less vulnerable to those kind of violent attacks. But I must tell you that there's a limit to what little organizations like ours can do. There's even a limit to what any international organization coming to work can do, because everybody works based on budgets, you understand? Once your budget runs out, there's little or nothing you can do. But we empower these girls. We teach them livelihood skills. We teach the women. We even teach the girls how to say no, safe skills, life skills, how to cope with advances, whether forceful or unsolicited. And then we try to talk to parents too. We work with NAPTIP to carry out sensitization in these camps and in Benue State generally, because the issues of trafficking we have heard, moving girls from the camps, is not necessarily people who are in the camps doing it. It will be people coming from outside to do that. So the sensitization has included talking to the general populace, trying to pass across that information to stop those acts of violence against women and girls, particularly those living in the IDP camps. We're doing our best, but I'm sure maybe based on your findings, you'd say it's not enough. And truly, all hands need to be on deck. It's not something one or two people can do. When it comes to quality education, let's note that when camps are formed, they are short-term measures. When you say it's a camp, it's supposed to be short-term. Shouldn't exceed 6 months max. But when you say it's a shelter, now you have the people are going to live there for longer, right? But our camps in Benue State that were set up with that emergency background, you know, knowing that this is an emergency setup, it's just something to tide the people over for a short while, have become permanent shelters for people. They become permanent shelters. Some children have been born in camps that don't know where they come from. As far back as 2013, 2011, there are people who have been born in those camps. So we still have the population is increasing, not just because of violence, but because of a lack of use of family planning methods. I don't know how it happens. They are reproducing, and incidentally, you can ask anybody that has worked in any of the IDP camps. IDPs have a tendency to have multiple births, more than other normal families. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a research topic that someone should take up. So we keep having twins, people giving birth like that. And then in families that are already finding it very difficult to cope, in some of the camps, you find out that some organizations have been able to set up temporary shelters. They are still temporary shelters, but those shelters are not enough, you know. So those are the challenges. How much food? Before now, when the camps first opened up, a lot of philanthropists, a lot of humanitarians, a lot of people were going to the camps to give. But the giving fatigue has set in. People are also facing challenges. So the last thing on their mind is taking food to the IDP camps. We've had interventions through NEMA, that's from the federal government to the state and things like that. But no matter how much you distribute, it's just for a while. They go back to, you know, being hungry. Yes, we have some organizations offering medical services and all that, but it's not enough. It's not enough at all. So those people are actually living in a very low level of life. Their quality of life is poor right now, I can tell you that. And the best bet would have been for them to go back home, but nobody can go back home if their communities are not safe. And even if communities are safe, we need to rebuild some of those communities because some of their major facilities and resources have been broken down. So you see, it looks like it's a very long journey. It's like a vicious circle that we don't know, you know, how to put it to an end.